3D platformers have always been a form of escapism and joy for me, ever since I first played Crash Bandicoot and Spyro when I was like 4 years old. This admiration for running, jumping and collecting would continue with the likes of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, Super Mario Galaxy, Rayman 2, Barbie Explorer and Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. Okay, so the last two may not have been as amazing as my 6-year-old child brain thought they were, but you get the point. 3D platformers have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. And while we've not been given anywhere near as many from AAA studios as the early 2000s, it has fallen to indie developers to fill in the gaps in recent years. Looking at you, Hat Girl. Now, I have played a lot of games this year, and with the Game of the Year discussions in full force, I wanted to highlight my personal favourite game I played in 2022. I'll be doing a separate video on some of my other favourites, most notably Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Tunic, Islets, and a few others, but this video is focusing on the game that released this year that is most close to my heart. Admittedly, it may not be the best game objectively, although all opinions do have bias, but this was the game I personally got the most enjoyment from. So, the moment I first booted up the demo for a small indie game called Tinykin and stepped out into Transidor, within 20 minutes I knew this was going to be something special, and when the full game came along, it delivered. Let me tell you, it delivered. The level design is absolutely superb. Each and every corner is filled with whimsical trinkets or secrets to discover, collect and stimulate my childlike wonder. Each area is overflowing with personality and never overstays its welcome. The moment you want more variety, Tinykin happily provides it. The level design of each area is bolstered with this gorgeous art style, environments filled with a dazzling display of colours and beautiful lighting serving as the perfect backdrop to the cartoony characters. Speaking of characters, these little Tinykin, as the title of the game would imply, are the real star. Very clear Pikmin inspiration doesn't stop these little alien bundles of joy from having their own unique identity and a very different implementation in terms of gameplay. Unlike Pikmin, where the Pikmin are the major gameplay driver, this game uses its Tinykin as an addition to the already solid 3D platforming experience to create something truly memorable. Each colour of Tinykin serves a different purpose. The basic pink ones can carry stuff, the red ones can be used to explode objects, and I really don't want to mention any more to avoid spoiling the surprise. As you collect things and advance through the areas, you'll unlock an ever-growing ability to float using your bubble, which essentially gives you the ability to float what seems like forever towards the end of the game, but this doesn't detract from the exciting exploration. The movement is fluid, helped out by the ever-satisfying rail grind using a bar of soap. This never gets boring. Seriously. This game is certainly not going to provide a huge level of challenge if you played a number of 3D platformers before, with absolutely no combat, and the main driver of gameplay being exploration, discovery, and collecting. And while I also love challenging games, my other favourite this year was absolutely Elden Ring, what an incredible experience that was, but this is one of the main reasons I love Tinykin so much. It's not afraid to be different while embracing its inspirations at the same time. It knows what it wants to do, and it surprises and delights in equal measure. Tinykin is not a very long game. It took me about 10 hours to 100% complete it, but the impression it made on me in those hours is beyond anything else I've played this year. The fluid gameplay, impeccable level design, beautiful audio and music production, and whimsical presentation all came together to give me a huge smile for its entire runtime, and this is something I can't praise any game enough for. Tinykin is truly something remarkable. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you're into 3D platformers or collectathons and haven't checked this game out yet, I implore you to give it a go. It really is a very special game. It does also run really well on Steam Deck. I checked it out and played through it a little bit, but I did play through the game the first time on my TV, through Steam as well, but on a big screen. So yeah, it could be a good one if you want a handheld 3D platformer as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and most importantly subscribe. It really helps me out, and let me know your favourite games of this year in the comments. As I mentioned before, I will be doing more of these for some of my other favourites. The game I put the most time into and left a big impression on me alongside Tinykin was Elden Ring, so I will be making a video on that game soon. Thank you again for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.